Good morning, dear students. So in this PPT I am going to explain about the steering system. So why we need steering system in an automobile. So what is the necessity of an steering system in a vehicle? It is necessary that to run the automobile in a desired direction. That is the main purpose we are using the steering system. And also the main purpose steering system is to provide the angular motion to the front wheel when the vehicle is taking turn right or left. That is also for that purpose also steering system is required. Steering system is most used to convert the rotary motion of a steering wheel in the driver hand into the angular motion when the driver is turned right or left. That is a main important of steering system. Apart from this, the steering system also used for the purpose like to reduce the tire wear when the car is moving in a straight line. It gives the direction stability also, and it must give the direction stability. The system used should be very accurate and should be easy to handle, and to facilitate the straight already recover the after completion of the turn. These are the some purpose we are using a steering system. Okay, so that same word I wrote here. Steering is a term applied to the collection of a component, linkages, etc., which allows a car or vehicle to follow the course determined its driver. It will always, steering system is always follow the driver. Okay, now next, what is the need of steering system? Same, I should it should be multiply the turning effect applied on the steering wheel by the driver. Okay, now it give the driver when that it will give the rotary motion into the angular motion to the driver. Okay, it should be certain extent irreversible. Otherwise, if the shock of the road surface is not correct or not smooth encountered by the wheel, it should not be transmitted to the driver hands. It will go some other, it will hit to the dump or any roadside the hump. Okay, now the main mechanism should have self-learning effect. That is, when the driver release the steering wheel after a negotiation the turn, the wheel should try to achieve straight ahead position. It will recover the same set to as it is beginning. That is the main need for the steering system. The what is the main function of a steering system in a automobile vehicle? See the symbol here in the diagram. The steering system is directly connected to the front axle. Okay, now so the main function of steering system is to control the front wheel, that is to control the direction, and it is also to transmit the road feel to the driver hands. Okay, now it, and also it will maintain the correct amount of effort needed to the turn the wheel. When it, how much amount we have to turn, that much amount only it will take the turn. That is also main function. And it will absorb the most of the shock going to the steering wheel as the tire hit holes or dumps in the road. Okay, and also it will allow the suspension action during some times. So before so next is, what are the requirement of a steering system? So we need a very accurate steering and easy to handle. It should not be tight or it should not be any loose. It should be easy handle. So, and it will also provide the directional stability, and also it will require the multiple in the turning effect applied on the driver on a steering wheel, and also it will get the irreversible to certain degrees. So not only the 360 degrees, some extent degree we require to turn the steering system. These are the some 5 important requirement of steering system. Next, the following are the good requirement. A good steering system is having some characteristics. That is, the steering mechanism should have very accurate and easy handle. The driver should handle the easy of steering system. The vehicle should be steered with a minimum effort so that the driver does not feel driving fatigue. Okay, now the driver should not say that it is very hard or something smooth. It should be normal. Okay, now that is the second step. The steering mechanism should be affected by the side thruster, cornering the forces and the wind effect. Sometime while going, a rash amount of wind may come. That time also it should be stable. The mechanism should have the tendency to regain the straight ahead configuration after the steering need is over. That is also most important. So next, so same, that is I wrote here some definition of steering system. It converts the rotation of the steering wheel into a swirling movement of the road wheels in a such a way that the steering wheel rim turns a long way to move a road wheels to short way. Okay, now when the driver is required to move left or right, it should be smooth. That is called as a steering system. The system allows the driver to use only the light forces to steer a heavy car. So it should be apply a small amount of force on a steering system. It should not be not apply a large amount of forces. Okay, what is the main function of steering system? As you know, it is the main function of steering system is to convert the rotary movement of a steering wheel in a driver hand into the angular turn of the front wheel on the road. So this is the main function of a steering system, and this question is very very important. Next, what is the generally used, what type of steering system generally used in automobile? So rack and pinion steering system are normally used in almost all the vehicles nowadays, and steering wheel shaft connect to the gear assembly and series of link and connected each other. Okay, now the main parts of a steering systems are steering gearboxes, components, steering shaft, steering connect, steering wheel. These are the main parts of a steering component system. Next, what are the different types of steering methods? Steering technique, there are three main types of steering movements, that is a hand over hand, hand to hand, and one hand to steering. So these three may run the driver of different methods or to hold the steering system. How many types of steering are there? There are normally there are three types of steering system, that is power steering system found in a vehicle, and the hydraulic power steering system, and electric power hydraulic power steering system, and the fully electric power steering system. And electrical and electronic power steering both are referred to the same system. So hence there are three different types of steering system can be used in nowadays in a vehicle. So the main advantage of using steering is the tighter turning. So it should not, tighter turning means you can tight better on tougher terrains, and stately line stability, changing the lanes, and the price tag and potential repeats. Okay, now the main disadvantage is it may expensive as greater as the four-wheel steering system, and as then two-wheel steering system, because of the vehicle with the four-wheel steering are more expensive. Okay, now this is the main disadvantage of that one. Okay, now so I hope you understand the steering concept. Thank you.